Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Northeast Living. I'm Mark Jennings, your host. I'm coming to you from New Art Link Gallery in Westport, Connecticut, where the focus is all on the color white. Speaking of white, it's wintertime, and that means dry air, and it also means dry skin. So we sent over Elaine Irvin to find out more about argan oil, which makes all the difference. Take a look.
Mar, today I'm really excited because we're at Shampoo One in East Hartford to learn about a beauty secret that's 3,500 years in the making. I'm talking about argan oil. Let's go inside. I'm here with Richard Russell, who's the CEO of Russell Organics, and you're going to be telling us why argan oil is so great, right?
Russell Organics argan oil has been seen on TV, featured in beauty magazines, and national newspapers. It's used at salons like this, and it can be purchased and used at home.
So what's in it that makes it so great?
Russell Organics is a 100% natural, pure argan oil. It's naturally packed with vitamins and nutrients, and it has a very high concentration of essential fatty acids, otherwise known as EFAs. EFAs are essential for a healthy body to function, and EFAs are ideal in beauty products because they nurture the skin.
Russell Organics argan oil can also be used as a hair treatment. The oil can be absorbed into the hair shaft and into the scalp. The hair has new luster and sheen, and your hair becomes much more manageable. It's also a great product for your nail bed area as well, protecting the cuticle area from painful cracking from both the cold winter months and other elements.
Consumers are increasingly concerned with what toxins are lurking in their beauty products. With the Russell Organics argan oil, it's pure argan oil and there's no concern. It actually begins its journey in Morocco, where the argan fruit is picked, the kernel is removed from inside the fruit, and then the kernel is cracked open and the seed is harvested and brought to a production facility. There, the seeds are cold pressed and the resulting runoff is raw argan oil. Russell Organics takes the raw argan oil and gently processes it into cosmetic-grade argan oil.
And the one thing I noticed about it that's really great is it doesn't have an overbearing smell.
Raw argan oil actually has a natural fruity scent to it. Most other companies sell it in that form, but Russell Organics takes one extra measure to differentiate our oil from other competitors. We take the raw argan oil and we gently heat it in a vacuum. This process allows us to remove the natural scent.
So I'm going to have to make sure I pick up a few bottles before I leave.
A great place to do that is at ctshopshere.com, where the 1 ounce and the 4 ounce size are exclusively available, and you can also pick up the 2 ounce size as well.
So if you're looking for a 100% natural way to moisturize your hair, skin, and nails, and to feel healthier, head on over to ctshopshere.com and check out their exclusive offers now.
In today's economy, everyone needs to stretch every last dollar. So I'm here to meet the coupon lady to learn some of her tips and best practices on how to do that. She's here right now. Hi, Gina. So, what are we doing here today?
Well, today we are each going to shop for 6 dinner guests, including dessert.
Okay, no problem. I've done that before.
The challenge is, though, you have to do it for just $20.
20 bucks.
20 bucks.
Okay, well, that's going to be challenging.
You can do it.
And I know you're the expert, so this should be very interesting. I'll see you at the end.
Okay. First thing you need to do is you need to have a list and your coupons.
I'm going to start with the great spinach salad. I need some starch, so I'm going to do some couscous. I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to get some steaks for on the grill, but if I've done my math correctly, I only have $5 left. Yikes.
And now to finish out my meal, I'm going to grab some pasta. But it's such a good price, it's only 49 cents. I'm going to grab a few extra to stock up. I wonder how Mar's doing.
$2.50 each? Can't do that. Now, grape tomatoes, 2 for $4. That I can afford.
1, 2, 9, and 10.
A fresh baked apple pie for dessert, and I think I did pretty well. Gina, there is absolutely no way there's $20 in here.
It might be even slightly less than $20.
Well, numbers never lie, so let's check out.
Okay.
Ouch, I went a little over. Busted, she's over.
Perfect. I did it.
Gina, how do we find out more great ways to save when we come to the grocery store?
Well, you can visit my website. I've got tons of information about freebies, coupons, and great deals.
Well, now I know why you're called the Coupon Lady. During the winter, we often think about going away, and that's exactly what I did, to the British Virgin Islands. The British Virgin Islands are just a quick plane ride from Connecticut. When you land, you will arrive on the island of Tortola, the largest island, where there is just so much to see and do. The British Virgin Islands are known as nature's paradise, and with over 60 islands, they each have their own individual personality. Once you're here, I definitely encourage you to experience as many as possible. And of course, the best way to get there is by boat. Exploring the different islands is so much fun. Whether it's drinks on Joost van Dyke, I feel better already, or a dip in a snorkel at Norman Island, it seems there's always another surprise waiting to be discovered. No doubt the breathtaking views are going to make you hungry, and when they do, well, you have to have a signature cocktail, a classic island dish, and pick up a souvenir to remember it all. Thank you. One thing I really enjoyed was the friendliness of everyone I met.
BV Islanders tend to welcome people as family. We have a lot of repeat visitors who come time and time again because this is now their second home.
I can't wait to go back because there's so much to explore that it's easy to run out of time. When you come to the British Virgin Islands, you have to allow for plenty of shopping. There's so many wonderful things to purchase here. Fun textiles, hats, jewelry, accessories, something for everyone.
We are about making connections, and we believe in long-term connections, quality connections, rather than just saying hi and leaving it there. So when we meet you, we're looking forward to seeing you again.
The British Virgin Islands is the home of nature's little secrets. We've discovered a few, but now it's up to you to discover the rest. Learn more by checking out their website, bvitourism.com. And when you come, and I definitely recommend you have to come, please take me with you. Now this beautiful piece reminds me of the coral you find in the British Virgin Islands. And if you haven't been there, you definitely have to go. And when you do, make sure you tell them I sent you. Now we're going to take a short break, but before we do, I have this week's fun trivia question for you. Now, which Connecticut museum has paintings by Monet, Degas, has trails where you can hike, bird watching, and encourages artists to paint? Well, I'll have the answer for you when we come back. Don't go away. Welcome back to Northeast Living. So before we went to break, I asked you a trivia question. Which Connecticut museum offers fine art to enjoy, walking trails, and even holds art classes? Well, it's the Hillstead Museum in Farmington, Connecticut. And boy, are you going to love this place. Take a look. The hills are alive here in Farmington, Connecticut. The Hillstead Museum, with 152 acres, has been the hub of activity since the Pope family first occupied their then newly built country estate. That was in 1901. Today, the Hillstead has been preserved and protected as a National Historic Landmark. But what you might not know is that inside is some incredible artwork. The most famous Impressionist artists are inside awaiting our visit. Let's take a look. Melanie, tell me a little bit about the history of this house.
Mar, this was a private estate. It was a retirement home, essentially, for Alfred Pope and his wife, Ada. When Theodate, their only child, was an adolescent, she had these dreams, air castles, as she called them, about living on a farm. And later on, when she decided that she was interested in studying architecture, she would just play around with designing a farmhouse that she and her father had talked about having in the Cleveland area, and it eventually became Hillstead. And she was given the great honor and trust of her father to design this house for him.
How did the house acquire its name?
Mar, Theodate wrote in her diary that she and her mother were planning their stationery, and essentially the name means a homestead on a hill. It was a name that she came up with, that she said she always liked.
The house has all the original furnishings from when Theodate lived here, right?
That's right, Mar. Theodate wrote her will very specifically to establish Hillstead as a museum for the enjoyment of the public, and she believed that art should be for the public.
So other than the museum, what else happens here at the Hillstead?
Mar, there is so much that happens year-round. We have a fabulous May market in the spring. We have a lecture series with authors such as yourself. We have a farmers market that is incredibly successful. Check our website. Every month there is something going on.
When you're here, make sure you visit the Sunken Garden. For more information about the Hillstead, check out their website at hillstead.org. Numbers are all around us, and thank goodness we have a calculator to help solve these problems. Recently, I learned of a 12-year-old, Ethan Brown, who can do these calculations in his head. So I thought I'd introduce him, and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about this. I say it's a gift, but from reading more and more about this, you actually study. This is a part of your memorization and skill sets to learn how to do this, right?
There's different techniques that enable you to do different calculations in your head that with practice anyone can learn how to do.
What is the difference between a mathematician and a mathematician?
A mathematician would be the guys like Euclid, Fibonacci, Pythagoras. They're the ones who come up with these genius formulas and equations and really lay the foundation of mathematics. Mathematicians are like the entertainers. We can figure out complex equations in our head without the use of a calculator or paper.
Now I can put you to the test. You're allowing me to go ahead and give you a number, and you will find the square root of that number.
Yeah, the square of the number.
The square. Okay, the square of the number. See, what is the square of 22?
22 squared is 484.
You're right. Okay, I have another one for you. What is the square of 821?
821, that's a tough one. That's 674,041.
Very impressive, exactly. Now I understand that you can find what day of the week it is if I give you the year and the date. Are you up for that?
Sure.
Okay, so December 24th, the year 2034.
2034, December 24th. will be a Sunday.
That is correct. Very impressive. So where do you go from here? I mean, you're so young, you have your whole future ahead. I mean, what do you do with this?
Well, what I really want to do is show people how fun math can be. I mean, there's all these patterns and proofs of different equations that I find really fascinating, and to be able to go to schools and perform my show and show kids how fun this can be.
So Ethan, in a world of calculators, well, we'll always have them. It's important to be able to use them as a tool, but it's important to know the process as well, and you know all that in your head.
Thank you.
Well, to learn more about Ethan and find out more about his skill set and things that he's doing, make sure you check out his website, ethanmath.com. Okay, so I'm a little obsessed with getting organized. Now, I love closets. Big closets, small closets. I haven't seen one closet case that I haven't been able to resolve. I have a couple of great ways to get organized. An organized space always begins with a great design. Whether you do it yourself or hire a professional, there's some key things you need to keep in mind to maximize your space. Store your most used items in plain sight for easy access. Whenever possible, incorporate shelves, boxes, and even wicker in your design. These have both function and beauty. Mommy Dearest would say, no more wire hangers ever! Coordinate hangers for a clean look and long-term care of your coats. By doing this, this will also keep you well organized. Now, any well-appointed closet needs to have drawers. This is a great way to stay nice and tidy and to store items. Also, you want to have a place where you can drop things off, whether it be your cell phone, glasses, or anything else that might be in your pocket. And the best way to keep organized in your closet, well, you have to see what you're trying to organize. Make sure you have plenty of light. Now, this is one closet case that is closed.
Because of the economy today, people are keeping their cars a lot longer, and Mother Nature can take a toll on your vehicle. So regular maintenance is very important. We're at the Personal Touch Car Wash, and they're going to show us how to take care of our car. Wow, Vinny, great to meet you. What a great place. So this is really full service.
Yeah, you come in with a dirty car, drop it off to us, we'll vacuum it, send it through the tunnel, you get a clean car, we towel dry it and clean the windows.
So how long does it take for the cars to come through the wash?
About 5 minutes or less.
So you have several different car washes around, right? And some of them do oil changes and some of them don't?
Yeah, we've got 7 different car washes. We've got a couple full service like this, where we wash the windows and do the vacuuming, do a towel dry. And then we've got some express washes where you just come in and out in 3 minutes or less. And we also have a couple with oil changes.
Now we know nowadays it's like the salt and the sand and everything, it corrodes your car. So it creates rust and stuff. What can somebody do to prevent it?
They put the salt on, I think, 48 hours before a storm, 24 to 48 hours before the storm. So your car's getting a lot of salt on it before the storm, during the storm, after the storm. So just regular washing throughout the winter is good. The salt is very corrosive. And not only on the underbody, but the brake lines, the paint, the windows, everything.
And the spray that's underneath, what does that spray do? Is it just gets all the muck off?
Yeah, it's a high pressure jet set with a chemical that cleanses the bottom of the car.
Fantastic. It's my brother's birthday. He's gonna love this. They give you a nice hot cup of coffee while you wait. That's pretty cool.
Elaine, your car's all set.
Oh wow, now that was quick. So don't forget, take care of your car because it'll take care of you. For more information or locations for a Personal Touch Car Wash in your area, visit their website.
Now don't go away. We'll have more Northeast Living when we come back. Stick around. Welcome back to Northeast Living. Recently, we discovered a group of women that are really making a difference in their community by helping others. So we sent over Elaine to learn more, and while she was there, she rolled up her own sleeves. Take a look.
The holidays and cold weather will be here before we know it, so it's time for us to open up our hearts and help those in need. That's where Stitching for Shelters comes in. They could use our help to collect yarn and maybe even knit something for them. Jackie started Stitching for Shelters so she could make a difference in other people's lives. As she explained to me how it started, she also showed me how to make a scarf.
The program started about 5 years ago. With a delivery of 37 hats to a local church. We asked ladies, friends, and volunteers to knit hats, scarves, mittens, baby booties, baby blankets, and those are delivered to different shelters.
And hospitals too, I see.
The cancer units we also do, and we do the NICU units for little baby hats, preemie hats and such. We definitely need volunteers. Right now that's probably the most important for us because the need is so great. Secondly, we need donations of yarn. And we do hand out hats singly, but we like to have these scarves as well to keep everybody warm. So that would be our biggest thing right now, solid colored scarves if anybody's willing to make them.
Janet is Jackie's good friend and she helps her with pretty much everything. And she makes it easy for the volunteers.
If somebody wants to offer their time to make a scarf or a hat, how would they do it? They would do it from home and you would pick it up?
That's exactly it. We're always happy to go and pick up the finished products, or if they had yarn they wanted to donate, we would also pick that up too.
They have a lot of volunteers all over New England, but they still need a lot of hands to help out, and it doesn't matter where you live.
Most of them do it from home or within small groups of their own.
And it's not hard. It's
No,
actually
it's not.
really easy.
No.
Now, you mentioned to me that no money changes hands in this.
Exactly.
Explain that to me.
Exactly. This is purely by donation. First yarn that we get, and then finished products are donated. We do not accept money at all.
Irene is also a volunteer, and she makes hats for more than just shelters.
These are for our military guys overseas?
Yes. The nights are very cold, so they wear them for sleeping.
And you're doing the scarves, and I love these. This is beautiful. I like the multicolors. Why do you do this?
We like to take care of our community. We like to take care of our own, and it's a way of you as a person or as a group to be able to give back.
Look at all the stuff I made in only 2 hours. Okay, maybe not, but I am on my 3rd row here. If you want to donate some yarn or your time to make some of these beautiful hats and booties, email them for more information.
Thanks, Elaine. Great job. Now, these women are always looking for help and yarn. And if you're looking to help them out, go ahead and send them an email. And there you have it. On behalf of everyone here at Northeast Living, thanks so much for watching. And make sure you find us on Facebook and Twitter and let us know what you think. Until next time, goodbye, everyone.